Hey, all you cool cats and gamers! Welcome to No Category Left Behind, the GDQ hotfix show that showcases category extension speedruns. I'm your host, Nuclear, and tonight we've got a ton of classic Mario for you. We're going to be going through Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers Lost World, Super Mario Brothers 2, and Super Mario World, and exploring a few of the category extensions in those games. Before we get started, though, I do have some announcements for y'all. SGDQ 2022 remote volunteer applications will be open from May 23rd to May 29th. If you'd like to help with any of our off-site volunteering positions, go to gamesdonequick.com for more information. Registration is also open until May 23rd. Be sure to register if you'll be attending our live event in Minnesota. The games list is out. Stay tuned for the schedule coming out. It already came out. My notes are a little wrong. It's already out. So you can definitely check out the schedule already at gamesdonequick.com. Also, Flame Fatale's 2022 game submissions are open until May 23rd. If you know any women in the speedrunning community who might be interested, be sure to let them know and submit. All right, tonight we're going to be kicking it off here with Supersonic. Supersonic's going to be showcasing two different games for us here. We got Super Mario Bros. And then Super Mario Bros. Lost Levels. How you doing tonight, Sonic?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. I'm really excited for the show. And we also have Cutie Roo with us here on commentary for these first two runs. How you doing, Roo?
Sup? I'm good. I'm good.
All right. Supersonic, I do want to ask you about this. So first category extension we have tonight is One Warp. You want to tell us a little bit about that category?
Yeah, so normally in Super Mario Brothers speedrunning, at least for SMB1, we usually see 80% in warpless, but in this case, we're just going to be taking one warp zone, and that's going to be in 4-2. So for the time being, we're going to be seeing like the first half of the game, and then we're just going to go right into World 8 from 4-2. And we're going to be doing that same exact thing in Lost Levels. However, we're going to be playing an extra world in that one because the warp zone's in 5-2 for that game. Pretty much the same concept, but that one's a little harder, but we'll see it when we get there.
It's interesting that, so both of the categories Supersonic's doing tonight are both one warp in the two games. Do you know what's like the story behind that category extension or how it came to be? Or
well, I just remember kind of browsing around the category extensions one day, and I was like, hey, one warp, what's this? And then there's actually two different routes you can do in SMB1, but we're going to be doing the more so marathon safe route, which is going into 4-2, because there is a warp zone you can do in like pretty much a wrong warp per se. Like in 1-2, like if you do a clip into the wall and then you go inside the middle pipe, it'll take you to World 5 instead. But that one's a little tricky to do, so we're just going to do the old-fashioned route. And yeah, so that's when my interest kind of peaked there. And it's like, you know what, let me try this out. And then it's actually pretty fun. It's about like half of what we normally see like in the warpless run. So, roughly 10 or 11 minutes as opposed to like playing for 20.
Yeah. I'm just like really like, one warp. That's, I guess, there's just different ways to see the games, and that's, I think, a lot of the times how these categories come to be, because it's like you want kind of like, I guess, a middle ground between that, like any percent or no warps. I feel ya. All right. Well, Supersonic, whenever you want to count us down and get us started.
All right. Sounds good. So time starts on Controller Mario. So I'll give you guys a countdown. All right. We'll just go right into it in 3, 2, 1. Go. All right, so Super Mario Bros. This is the very first video game I ever played in my life. And ironically, it is my very first speed game when I started speedrunning in 2016. Even though I am called Supersonic. And I know that does not make sense to a lot of people. Like, why am I running a Mario game? But that's pretty much why. So I started running Mario 1 for a good while now, actually. Like I'm more of a Sonic speedrunner these days, but this is pretty much my roots when it comes to speedrunning. After watching like Andrew G, Darbian, and Cosmic, and that pretty much kickstarted like my speedrunning thing. So just watching those guys was a huge part in my decision of running this game.
I was there for that. I remember
You were
that.
there for that. Yes, that is true.
That was really cool. So just to give context, Supersonic and I have known each other since sophomore year of high school. So to give an idea, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
So I remember being there when like getting into speedrunning and, you know, especially when it came to the Mario Brothers. I also saw like you try out like the 12-hour challenges. We've even done some together too. But yeah, it definitely was really cool to see the interaction when like Darby came and reached out to you, or Andrew G, or like different other speedrunners. And that was really neat to see because it brought so much joy to Supersonic. I know that's not a normal commentary thing to say, but just a little fun.
It is all
tidbit.
good. I mean, we could just casually talk about it. I mean, a lot of people have seen Super Mario Brothers, I'm sure. But in case they haven't, I'm going to be going for a trick here called the small fire glitch. It's a really neat glitch. It's not really fast, but it is pretty fun to show off in marathons. So let's see if we can get a good pattern from Bowser here.
Oh,
All right, so
you got it.
I grabbed the axe and I hit Bowser at the same time. So the game is a little confused right here. It's keeping me big, but I'm technically small. So when I get a power up in this next stage right here, we're going to see a mushroom and it's going to turn me small.
But then when we get a flower, what's going to happen?
When we get a flower, as long as I don't get hit here, there we go.
Ah, there we are. We got a little small Mario flower power. Another thing to notate about this game, and I don't know, and let me remember this correctly, I know that time is an important factor, or is it coins? I remember something with time. The time, like you don't want to have fireworks, basically, is what I'm trying to say.
So when you see 1, 3, or 6 at the end of your timer, that'll give you 1, 3, or 6 fireworks respectively. One firework doesn't really cost any time, but if you get like 3, it's roughly a second. If you get like 6, it's about close to 2 seconds. So we don't want to see any fireworks in this run, but if we see 1, that's okay. Like it doesn't really cost any time because the screen transition is pretty much the same. So now we're in 2-2. And we have small fire, and you kind of see like big fire Mario show up for like a frame. That's because there isn't an animation for small fire Mario. It's just in the game, but they never made an animation for him. So we're gonna see like half of big fire Mario's body like show up, but it doesn't affect our hitbox in any way. So it's kind of like a neat aesthetic kind of thing.
Yeah,
But
that never gets old either.
yeah,
always
oops,
fun.
nice stare bonk.
But as we're heading into, so the importance of this category is 4-2, correct?
Yeah, so that's where we're going to take our warp zone. Normally in any percent, we would take the warp zone in 1-2 to go to World 4, and then take the warp zone in 4-2 to go to World 8. But this time we're getting like a little bit of extra content here. Sort of like, well, kind of like DLC in a way, but not quite DLC, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Just
I like the
showing
kind
some
of
extra
DLC.
levels.
Yeah. I want to see more of the game. I'm definitely always happy to see more of the game. That's always fun. Another thing to notate is, so I saw a question in chat in regards to how does the game know how to draw small fire Mario if technically doesn't exist? Well, basically, I think what the game is saying that the code's not there, so it's going to revert back to what the previous code that was there. That's how I interpret that. But maybe I'm wrong.
Even though we are in this state right now, if I end up dying at any point, I'm going to revert back to normal Mario. So like small, and then it'll just pretty much put me back to where I was before. So as long as I don't die, then we pretty much have this glitch intact. But I can still get damage though. And if I do end up getting damage, it's going to turn me into big vulnerable Mario. So even though I will be big, but one more hit will kill me. So we don't want that to happen.
And I know being small Mario, you have like a generous hitbox versus big Mario.
Yeah. So it's a pretty fun glitch to do, but it is unfortunately slower because you have to do an extra power-up grab. And along with that, like since we saw in 1-4, the bridge was collapsing. normally we want to have fire to shoot down Bowser, and it'll skip the bridge collapse animation. So it's about 2.5 seconds roughly. All right, so in this section right here in 3-2, shoot the fireballs to the music, and we thank Goofy Chocobo because he found a strat in which despawns 1 or 2 Goombas at the end of the level here.
Oh,
so we always thank Goofy for that.
Thank Goofy. Thank you, Goofy.
Yeah, Goofy Chocobo is like one of our fellow Mario speedrunners. He came up with that strat. And very useful to this day.
Yeah, because so the another fun thing about the Mario games as well is I know that it looks super effortless to just fire those like fireballs, but it actually is hard. I remember when Supersonic was trying to teach me this game in particular, and the whole like trying to land on the pipe next to the piranha plant and shooting the fireballs out at the right time. It's actually really hard, right? Like Supersonic is making it look easy, but it's not as easy as you think.
Played a little safe there because I wasn't too sure what my photo patterns were. Also, you kind of see that when I was shooting the fireballs, Mario was kind of inside Bowser's hitbox there. That's because I'm using the non-existent hitbox for Big Mario to kind of go in there and shoot him down. But anyways, just like that, we're already in World 4. So we're getting close to our destination of the warp zone here.
And there's 8 worlds in this. Like, so it's 8 worlds, but 4 stages each.
Yep, 4 stages each world. I tried to go for flagpole glitch there.
Oh. Now,
that's all right.
I did have a question for you. I know that you were kind of there for like all the new discovery glitches. How did you feel about being a part of that?
It was pretty cool actually. Like I didn't really have too much to do with a lot of these, but just to kind of try them out and be like, oh hey, I know how to do this. Like I wouldn't be able to explain the specifics. Oh dear, I need to do a little bit of a improvisation here. This take me over? Yeah. I kind of messed up that wrong warp setup, but I had to make sure that Mario is off center to the right, a little over 132 pixels, because the default for like Mario's positioning, like in the center right there, is 112. So we just need to advance him at least 21 pixels or more. So luckily that wrong warp did work. So now we're in World 8.
Where did the other worlds go? Wait, what? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we're not going to be seeing 5, 6, or 7.
That's okay. I don't want to see them anyways. I want to see World 8. We got to go fast.
Yeah.
But
so
yeah.
This is 8-1, one of the longest levels in the game. And since we have fire still, it does make things a lot easier to get through it. But
I just, every single time you run this game, it's always so impressive to me. It's just so clean. Very clean.
All right, 8-2. Kind of feel like wanting to go for the bullet bill glitch here. If I get a pretty good shot on it, but if I don't, then I'll just finish it up. It's no big deal.
Okay. The bullet bill glitch. Sorry, I'm waiting for it. Basically, it's kind of what it sounds like. You're taking the bullet bill and you're taking it all the way across.
Oh dear. That's not
okay.
Hang on.
So basically,
you
would have
there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
You would have just like rode all the way there, kind of thing. That's the idea. But yeah.
So what I wanted to do there was bounce off the bullet bill into the block, and then it's gonna have Mario grab the flag, or like the flagpole, but the flag doesn't go down, and then it just automatically counts down. But anyways, I think we're gonna remain as small big Mario here. I don't think I'm gonna go for the fire flower unless, okay, yeah, we're good here. Yeah, I had a pretty weird pattern for that. Oh gosh, these bros just don't want me to, okay. They don't want me to stay at small fire, so we'll just have to go through it small only. So yeah, I guess that's a good thing that we kind of showed that off, because, you know, once you die, you kind of see that we're back to normal now.
Yeah, so now the game's going to, like, if you get a mushroom, you'll go big. If you get the fire power, you'll be big. The game's happy again, I guess, is the best way to put that.
Yeah, the game. Oh, come on, bros.
Oh, that was an untimely jump.
These bros are just not having it today.
Yeah, bros are like, no, deny entry access to the castle. Permitted not to see the princess. Mwah, mwah, ha, ha, ha. Yeah, they're robots secretly. That's what I think in my head.
Casually, those bros are definitely a nightmare.
They are.
Yeah, so there's like an interesting quirk about this. If you end up like descending from your jump, you actually get priority over the bros. So you can actually stomp on them. But if they throw a hammer, then yeah, it doesn't make things any easier, but you know.
Well, and especially their animation for throwing the hammer is not such a noticeable thing, in my opinion. It was hard to kind of time that. You normally just wait, and then you wait for them to jump, and then you go underneath when they jump.
Yeah. Also, we got the 2-frame wall jump there.
Nice. That was really good. That was not... You made it look easy. Let's just put it that way.
Okay, so now we got one more room after this one. We're just gonna play a little safe here because why not? Oh dear. This is totally fine. Even though it looks like the fire is clearly hitting me, but I actually manipulated the hitbox there.
That's
also,
good.
time's coming up on the axe grab. Oh, time.
Nice. Nicely done. There's the princess.
Now, I do want to ask, I actually have never seen the small fire Mario before. How many categories is that seen in?
So we don't really have a separate leaderboard for like small fire and warpless because it pretty much ties into the regular warpless category. But GT Ace, who is another fellow Mario runner and former world record holder of warpless, he actually created a spreadsheet for times that like people actually did small fire Mario. Mm-hmm. And he just kind of kept track of it. And I don't know where that spreadsheet is, to be honest, but it's somewhere.
Okay.
But he's been keeping
I was wondering
track.
if it was like, it was like something that you just do in this category, or is that like kind of like based on runner preference, or?
It's more based on preference, yeah. Like if you feel like going for it, and it's pretty much a cool thing to show off in marathons in general.
Yeah.
Like even though like people want to go fast and all that, but it's definitely a really cool thing to kind of demonstrate how to do the glitch and then how it looks, and then just trying to play through the game from that aspect. And like pretty much my main inspiration for doing that glitch was watching Andrew G's AGDQ 2014 run, I believe, and he actually did the glitch there. So that was my inspiration for trying it out. And I started running warpless with Small Fire Mario, and then eventually I moved on to Big Fire Mario because he's actually a lot faster. And right now, like the world record is 1856.911 by Nifsky in warpless, but for one warp, I believe it's like 1043 or 1044, somewhere around there. So yeah.
So I had a question in chat asking, does that save time overall, or?
Unfortunately, it doesn't.
Sound like it doesn't. Yeah, I was like, it sounds like it doesn't. It's just like a cool thing to show off when you're showcasing it.
Yeah, it doesn't. Unfortunately, it doesn't save any time because you have to set up the glitch first of all, and you need to have a pretty good Bowser pattern to get the glitch initially, and then after that, you have to grab an extra power up. So you're grabbing 3 power ups in total instead of just 2, which is why it's a little slower that way. Not by much, but it's roughly, I want to say, I don't know, ballpark maybe 10 seconds slower or something like that.
Oh yeah, that is a time loss. Like in terms of just because I know in the Mario, it's just all about basically like being very on point with the fire hits and everything being like going good in the cycle patterns. But yeah, I know that with Fire Mario, it's really fun to watch though. But I would see how the thing with bigger Mario is the hitbox. I think would be the thing. If you just prefer like a hitbox that's smaller and it's easy to move around in, then small Fire Mario is great for that.
Yeah, we're gonna try to do small fire glitch again in Lost Levels coming up right after this.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's go ahead and transition to that game.
All right, that'll be good.
While we're doing this, I'll sing to you all. Do, 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 do. Wait, you don't know what's going on. Don't worry. It's okay. This is all normal. Everything's good. Anywho, I hope everyone did enjoy the Small Mario. For anyone who hasn't seen it before, it's actually a really neat glitch in the sense of that maybe not best for the speed run, but in best of just watching the glitch itself, it's actually really cool to see. And plus the bullet bill glitch is really cool too. That one... now, is bullet bill, like the consistency on that, isn't it a little bit harder from my understanding?
Roughly. I mean, there's ways to kind of know when you get it, but it's more like a 50-50 shot on actually getting it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, like in order to get a specific setup for the bullet bill glitch, you need to kind of delay on the title screen for like an X amount of time. And then you need to play perfectly, literally, like every single level until you get A-2, and then you'll get like an optimal bullet shot. And a lot of times it doesn't work out very well that way. So, But anyways, with that being said, we're gonna move on to Lost Levels, which is personally my favorite game out of the 2D Mario games. Even though it is considered the DLC of SMB1, and we never got to see this version in the States. This game actually did appear in All-Stars on Super Nintendo. This is the Famicom Disk System version. So anyways, without further ado, I'll just go ahead and give you guys a countdown. We'll get started on this one, and we'll just kind of talk about it.
And again, I just want to let chat know, especially people who are joining, we're doing some category extensions of 2D Mario games. So now we've got Lost Levels up. We're doing the categories One Warp FDS. What does the FDS stand for?
Famicom Disk System.
Oh, hello. Yep, that makes sense. Got it. All right.
I didn't even know that. That's a good question.
I was looking at that earlier. I was like, what is that acronym?
Yeah, because
that makes a lot of sense. I should have put that together probably, but
yeah. So basically, Lost Levels did originally come out in Japan, but we never got to see it in the US, which we will see later on. We're going to see Super Mario Bros. 2. That was the game that we got in the States. But this game, it was only like Japanese exclusive because it was considered hard for the Western folk, so to speak. So we never got this one. But yeah, we found ways to actually play this game. And like even though All-Stars did come out like around 90, I think it was like 93 or 94, my first interaction with this game was actually on the Game Boy Color version of Lost Levels, which they called Super Mario Bros. For Super Players. But it had like a very like tiny screen, and it's like everything's all crunched together and like zoomed in, and it wasn't really a fun experience. So when I eventually got to play this one, it was a lot better. But this is also a pretty tough game, so we'll see what happens. But anyways, without further ado, I'll go ahead and give you guys a countdown, and we'll just get things going here.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, in 3, 2, 1, go. I know that was a little bit of a delayed go, but as I mentioned in SMB1, we usually start the time when we gain control of Mario. So this is 1-1. This one's a little tougher, and it is very easy to game over in this level. So we're going to play it a little safe here. And yeah, there we go. So in this one, we're going to take the warp zone in 5-2, which will take us to World 8. There is a warp zone in 1-2 as well, but there's like 3 separate warp zones. There is a vine that takes you up to World 3. And if you go all the way to the right side of the screen, it'll take you to World 2. And then there's like another pipe that you go in that'll take you to World 4. So it's like pretty much a disconnected style warp zone. But for this one, we're just going to be playing through Worlds 1 through 4. And then warp into 5-2, in which I will do a pretty cool trick. And let's see. So what we're going to do here, we're going to grab the mushroom in 1-3 and then set up the small fire glitch in 1-4. So I actually did see earlier in chat, like what was my take about frame rules and how would I explain it. So frame rules, yeah. I know they had the analogy of like the bus stop and whatnot. But I just pretty much like to say, oh yeah, you know, it's 21 frames or 0.35 seconds. So the game checks every 21 frames or 0.35 seconds to see if Mario completed the level. And depending on when he completes the level, it's going to pretty much determine what kind of patterns you get in later levels. So, yeah, usually people like to use the bus stop analogy, and I know Darby was the one that kind of mentioned it. But yeah, the bus stop thing is a little overused. I'm sure there's like other analogies out there that we can pretty much come up with, but I haven't really thought of one yet.
Can I come up with one?
You can if you want.
Okay, so we're using a bus stop analogy. What about a train analogy? You know,
that's kind of similar, isn't it?
Yeah, but like you could do a bullet train. You know what I'm saying? Bullet train. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I see where. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Great. I'm a genius. I know it. I come up with the best ideas ever. AKA, I come up with the worst puns ever. But okay, actually, I would like to see anyone's other ideas. If they have any ideas in chat, if they want to suggest some, better ideas when it comes to the bus stop.
Yeah, I would like to see it too. That would be pretty neat. Also, I didn't quite get the small fire glitch, but we did get a despawn of the flag here.
You did.
This was actually found by GTAce. He was kind of messing around one day and he noticed that the flag despawned, so he tried to come up with a very consistent setup, and it saves 2 frame rules. So it's a pretty nice time save right there.
How much? Okay, how much of a time save is it? I was curious.
So it may not seem like a lot, but 0.7 seconds, but it is pretty big in terms of like optimizations and such.
Yeah, that is huge. I know for the Mario speedruns, that's like really huge.
Yeah. All right. Well, since we are not going to be doing small fire in this one, we're just going to stick with big fire. Unless I get a decent opportunity to go for the small fire glitch, but I don't know. I guess it all depends. We'll see. So, Kiru, have you played this game before?
Maybe. Wait, lost levels? Yes,
yeah.
But when I was a little tiny thing. Now, not so much. I actually do miss playing like retro games a lot. Personally, I haven't been playing those too much. I've been playing weird games lately, like Origami 2 or Pokemon Unite.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. But I do miss playing retro games. I actually wanted to ask you about that, but on our spare time. But yeah, I wanted to stream retro games again just because I actually do miss playing retro games. Especially when it comes to like the Nintendo games. There's so many great Nintendo games. Especially like Ninja Gaiden, Castlevania. Ooh. Fun stuff happened there.
Yeah, I just got hit by a Podoboo there.
And you're like transporting. But yeah, so for me, it's just more along the lines of, I did play this as a little wee one. It hasn't been since then though. Gotcha. And I don't think I did that great of a job at it either. I think I died a bunch.
Yeah, this game is a little more difficult, but it's a lot more fun because of like how challenging it can be. Mm-hmm. Also, we're gonna regrab fire here. Okay. Had some pretty weird patterns on those piranha plants, but we got through just fine.
By the way, I just to mention from chat, I really like everyone's ideas. Everyone's ideas accepted, but there's a lot of ideas.
It's quite a bit, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I know that for me though, honestly, I wouldn't mind having you teach me this speedrun because this actually looks just as hard as the Super Mario one. I think I stopped at what was it that I stopped at? It was like 5-2 or something like that, or 6-2. When I did run it. It was very short-lived, but it was fun learning it just because the mechanics behind Mario is actually really hard. It's very, very like the window and time frame to everything is not as forgiving as you would see on the screen. And I feel like you have to know where the hitboxes are for everything.
Yeah, I had some pretty nasty blooper patterns there.
You did,
We got hit again, so it's fine. I'm expected to get hit here in this game, but luckily I do know where a lot of the power-ups are, so should be able to get mushroom here. Unless we have something interesting happen.
Well, so I always think to myself, you're safe and what can go wrong? And then all of a sudden something will go wrong. So I'm not going to curse it. I'm not going to do the commentator's curse. Something will go wrong. So there you go. Everything will go right now.
Reverse psychology.
Yep,
Maybe.
exactly. Yep, exactly. Because I know if I would say, oh, it's going to go great, and then something goes wrong. But I wanted to ask you, how long have you been speedrunning this now? I would say, I mean, I know the answer to that, but I think it's been longer than I think. I know you started in 2016, and I know Mario was the main thing. So I would say, like, you've been speedrunning it for several years at this point.
Yeah. So this was pretty much my main game for about, probably over the course of 3 or 4 years. But then I kind of fell out of it for a little bit, mainly because I'm more of a Sonic speedrunner. So I've been speedrunning a lot of Sonic games lately, especially like the classic trilogy. But whenever it comes to like Mario games, like if it's this one, SMB1 or SMB3, I can pretty much pick it up as if nothing happened. Like I never forget it or anything like that. Because after running these games like since 2016, like my muscle memory is still pretty much intact with these games. So I pretty much know like if I see like I'm gonna lose time somewhere, if I'm gonna get fireworks at some point, I'm able to adjust on the fly, which it really doesn't happen very often with a lot of these games. So I'm kind of like pretty fortunate about having that muscle memory still embedded in my brain after all this time, even if I'm not like actively running Mario. But yeah, it's pretty neat though, like especially with doing Sonic speedrunning is like a totally different dynamic, and like the glitches are different and such. Also, what was that Koopa doing up there?
Okay. Surprise!
Being fucking rude.
Yeah.
That Koopa was not supposed to be up there.
Surprise!
Supposed to be a little lower, actually, but that's fine. Although we're the big vulnerable Mario now. I usually like to call him the big vulnerable idiot, but because we don't want to get hit in this state, and we have some pretty gnarly bullet bills here.
Oh yeah, they're very randomized.
Oh god.
Oh,
We're totally fine. I'm just gonna pull back a little bit.
that was
The reason why I did that is because the fireworks actually work a little different in this game compared to SMB1. So
is it by coins?
Yeah, this one's by coins and the last number of your timer. I'm gonna grab the mushroom here. I'm gonna kind of do this. Back to being small. So yeah, like for fireworks in this game, if you get, let's see how to describe this. Since I have a bad pattern here, I might as well try to describe how fireworks are in this game. So if you have like the same number at the last number of your coins and your timer, if it's odd, you get 3 fireworks. If it's even, you get 6. And then if it's a multiple of 11 in your coins, and then you get the same number, either odd or even, you get a 1-up plus either the odd or even fireworks, which is 3 or 6.
Okay. So coins. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, coins are actually a pretty big factor in this game, which is why we try to do like coin routing in a sense. We try to watch for a coin count to see where we're at, and we want to make sure we're in the proper coin count. Otherwise, we would end up, getting fireworks, or I would have to kind of pull back just slightly so I don't grab the flagpole like right on that second there. So.
Yeah. Oh, I remember this wind effect. Wasn't my favorite thing, I'll put it that way.
Ah, yes, the wind. The wind is a thing in this game.
It's a weird, I don't know, it like does something, but it tickles the best way to put that. It throws you off a little bit, though. Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, so we did a super jump there.
Yeah.
Is the wind in the game predictable or what? Or is it just like pure RNG?
It's pretty variable, actually. Like sometimes it'll push you in the same direction, but it'll either push you slowly or it'll push you quickly. Like it's hard to tell really like when the wind effects are like the way you want them to be. And usually in 7-3, which is one of the wind levels, which we're not going to see in this category, thankfully, it can be a pretty big factor. Also, I can just clip in here. Hang on a second. Get in there. There we go.
Get in there. Nice. Nicely done.
So that is called the Devil Spell. Wrong warp. So for whatever reason, the upside down pipes, you're actually able to enter them from inside the pipe. And for that particular warp zone, we were able to access without having to grab the vine or anything like that. And they called it the Devil Spell technique, which I have no idea where that name came about, but all I remember is we saw the technique. It was me, Darby, and Andrew G, and Cosmic at AGDQ 2017. We were watching somebody do this trick, and we were trying to come up with a name for it. And I'm not sure who it was exactly, but somebody said Devil Spell. I'm like, yeah, that sounds pretty cool, actually. So that's how that trick came about, and it saves a lot of time in the run as well.
That's amazing.
Mostly for any percent, yeah. Any percent, like right now, I think the record is around 752, I believe, by Nifsky. One of the previous world record holders for that game, Tecate, he pretty much brought this game down to like a whole new level until like Cosmic, Nifsky, Scalpel, like a lot of these other SMB1/2J runners came in. So they put a lot of work into the any percent speedrun, but since we're doing one warp, a little different. Mm-hmm. Also, there's the fireworks because I didn't pay attention to my coin count. So there we go. We got to see some fireworks.
Yay! I needed fireworks in my life. I like the fireworks, but I know it's a time loss.
Yeah. So anyways, this is 8-3. We're in the sky, so I guess this is where Bowser in the Sky came in from Mario 64. Possibly, I don't know.
That makes me think of a song for some reason. It might have been a Beatles song, and I'm not going to sing it, but that's the song I'm thinking of. Sky of Diamonds. There you go. We have Sky of Diamonds, but there's clouds instead. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Sky of Clouds.
All right, so you kind of saw that Mario was kind of skating on one foot there. For whatever reason, when you hold the A and B buttons at the same time at the start of the level, and you're Fire Mario, he'll just kind of slide on one foot for about 10 in-game seconds. Not sure why that happens, but it's just a thing.
I love that most of the things that we find is just like, we're not sure, but it's a thing and it works, and we're going to do it because guess what? It's actually really good and really fast. And a lot of times it's really fun to showcase too.
Also, we're in the final room. We're going to meet Bruce here. He's a fake Bowser. He's a pal, but I'm going to shoot him down.
Hi.
I'm sorry, Tecate. I know you're in chat. I know he's a pal, but I had to shoot him down. Anyways, time's coming up on the X grab now.
Nice. No pacifist run, okay? No pacifist.
Oh man, so that is Super Mario Brothers: The Lost Levels, a one warp category, and we are going to see this ending here, which is peace is paved with kingdom saved. Hurrah to Mario, our only hero. This ends your trip of a long friendship, and however many one-ups we have remaining, it'll just give us 100,000 points. So Princess Toadstool looks a little different in this game. There is another game called All Night Nippon Super Mario Brothers, which is, I guess, another form of DLC, but not really. But it was a very limited release in Japan, which pretty much has levels mixed in with SMB1 and 2J. And they replaced like these mushroom retainers or toads with some of the people from the All Night Nippon radio show. And at the ending, we will see Peach wearing like this geisha outfit, which looks really cool. Maybe some other time I'll show up that category as well. But yeah, this is the end of this one. And normally in Warpless, it'll take you to World 9. But since we took a Warp Zone, it's just going to take us back to the title screen and then just put a star on the title, signifying that we beat the game. So yeah. But yeah, that's SMB1 and SMB2J Lost Levels 1 Warp categories. Hope you guys enjoyed the run. And also thanks to Kiriru for chilling with me in commentary. And as she mentioned earlier, that we've known each other since sophomore year of high school, which is about what, 20 years ago or something.
That's a long time. It's been a while.
it's been a while, yeah. But I'm really grateful to have you here, and of course, huge thank you to Nukes for having me on the show. I'm really honored to be a part of it, and yeah, we got a few more Mario games coming up, so we'll just hand it over back to you.
I also, real quick, want to give you both an opportunity to let people know where to find you, what they can expect if they come to your channels, and any other shout outs you might want to give.
Oh, yeah, sure. So you can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/supersonic_. So you can pretty much capitalize the S's or not. But yeah, there's an underscore at the end because there's another Twitch partner with the name of Supersonic that hasn't streamed for 4 years and I can't get that name. But anyway, yeah, you can find me on there. I usually speedrun during the week, Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Wednesdays, I usually do this thing called Casual Wednesdays, in which people in my community will use their channel points to pick a game for me to play. And there are sometimes I'll do like weekend streams, but it's very rare. But for the most part, you'll mostly see me do Sonic speedrunning. But I also do like Mario speedruns kind of like this, and then I started picking up Zelda 1, so we're doing some Zelda speedruns in there too. Aside from that, huge shout outs to Kiriru, like one of my closest friends out there. Also huge shout outs to the Mario community, like Cosmic, Darbian, Nifsky, Andrew G, GTA's, Takate. There's just so many people out there. I'm sure I'm going to forget somebody, but they all know who they are. They're all amazing, and yeah, that's all I got to say about that.
My heart's melting right now. Big shout out. Well, big thank you to you, Supersonic. I'm tearing up right now. Yeah, I appreciate you having me. Always having with you being silly, no matter what we're doing. I appreciate you having me as commentary, and I appreciate everyone in chat supporting Supersonic and GDQ and everything like that, and Nuke, and everybody's fantastic. It's a good group. I guess you could follow me. I mean, I'm horrible at promoting myself, so I'm Cutiru SR. I stream sometimes if I can, and lately I've been streaming like once a week. We're trying to get better about that. I do random things. I do like to speedrun. I speedrun a lot of indie games mainly, but I also like to play casual games and multiplayer games. So if you're interested in a lot of variety content, you could watch me there. But I definitely have to say, stay tuned for the show. It's an amazing show, and thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thank you both for being on. That was so wholesome. Thank you so much. Chat, you know what to do. Make sure to go give both of these gamers a follow. I have been posting links in chat. And stick around. We are going to be taking a quick little wellness break here on GDQ Hotfix. We like to take a chance to let everyone get up, stretch, maybe get a snack, use the bathroom. After this, we'll be returning with some Super Mario Brothers 2 category extensions. And then later tonight, we will have Super Mario World. So make sure to stick around and check those out as well. Be right back. Hey, all you cool cats and gamers. Welcome back to No Category Left Behind, the GDQ Hotfix show that showcases category extension speedruns. I'm your host, Nuclear, and tonight we've got a bunch of 2D Mario category extensions for you. Up now is Adam. Adam Ferrari is going to be running some SMB2. We've got 2 different category extensions to show off for y'all. I'll power up mushrooms and any percent 2222. Before we get started, though, I do have some announcements. If you're watching on YouTube, go to twitch.tv/gamesdonequick if you're interested in looking at our live content, starting weeknights at 7 p.m. Eastern and weekends at 1 p.m. Eastern. Also, your subs, gift subs, Prime Gaming subs, and bits help support weekly hotfix content. Please consider supporting our daily content if you enjoy these hotfix shows. Also, there's Games Done Quick Highlights. It's a channel that features highlights of our GDQ hotfix shows. So if you'd like to check out those, you can use command highlights in chat to learn more. All right, Adam, really excited to have you on the show. I do want to, I do want to ask about this category. So all power-up mushrooms, maybe like what's the history of this, or if not, what got you into running this category?
Well, I was doing all levels, which is like the 100% for this Super Mario 2, often referred to as Mario 2 or Mario USA, not to be confused with what Sonic just destroyed, the lost levels. Yes. These are the ones that were found. I was doing all levels, and I wanted a little bit like a lengthier category just for fun. I like 30, 40-minute categories. In this category, I got my PB down to 31 minutes, and each level has up to 2 mushrooms that you can collect, and mushrooms give you like extra health in this game. Pretty typical to the Mario series. And I really like that it takes you into areas you would normally skip, even in all levels. So you get to uncover a little bit more of the game and do a little bit more. This feels like the true all levels category to me, where you're really feeling 100% of the game. And I think stages like 4-3, you'll see like a lot more than you would normally see in the all levels or any percent categories. You wouldn't see it in any percent though.
Yeah, that's there's definitely a lot more. I don't even think I could name where a lot of the mushrooms are. I know where some of them are, but
they're very hidden, actually. Yeah. There's only a few. Usually the rule of thumb is if you find a potion, either like a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right is where you have to place it. But a lot of times it's really, you'll find like in 6-1, the first mushroom in 6-1 is very I don't want to say cryptic, but it's it's kind of tricky to get the potion down, and then there's really not many platforms. It's mostly just quicksand. In 6-2, I'm like, it's a very difficult mushroom to grab and then not die with the strats that we go for. So there's a chance I might take a death, but I'm thankfully going to be showing off 1-up mushroom locations as well. Because 1-ups are cool and we can't have enough of those. So yeah. Is that part of the category to grab those as well, or you're just showing those off in addition? No, there's a separate category. There's a separate category extension for the 1-up mushrooms. And there's not as many 1-up mushrooms as you would think. Like, there's a lot more power-up mushrooms. All levels, except for 2 levels, have 2 different, like, power-up mushrooms that you have to use the vase to go to the subcon, the secret world. And 1-up mushrooms, I don't think there's that many. I feel like there's only like 7, but I'm probably wrong on that estimate. But I want to get a couple because this game has like a limited lives, and it's if I it's okay to game over a couple times, but I prefer not to game over at all. And there's actually there's 2 intentional deaths you can take in this run to make it faster, to like get to warp back to the beginning of the room. I'm only going to be doing one of them, because the one doesn't save more than a couple seconds, but the one in 6-3, you're going to see me take an intentional death. That one, is a reason to get a 1-up mushroom for, is just because you're taking a death, and it's very easy to die in this game, so it adds to the comfort of the run in a marathon or hotfix setting.
All right, Adam, well, I'm ready to see where all these mushrooms are, so when you're ready to count us down, we can get started.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go! And you're gonna see every single one, too. There's some that I actually didn't know about as a kid, and I played this game since I was like 2 years old.
Is this the first game you started speedrunning?
No, I started with Mario 64. The first 2D Mario I did was Super Mario Land 2. I'm kind of all about the number 2s in series, like Zelda 2, Mario 2, Mario Land 2. Trying to get a double jump here. There we go. It's a little tricky with Toad, but you have like a 3-frame window, I think, to rub up against an enemy, and then you get back like a second jump in midair. There's a lot of like really cool tech that is like seemingly trivial, but it's actually kind of complicated. There's a clip you could do there, but I forgot to damage down. It's a lot easier to do when you have 2 HP. When you take damage, like here, I'll show it off because I'm, overpowered. You don't really have like any, you don't freeze up. But when you have 2 HP and you take damage, you freeze, and that's actually a huge deal because you get to like do some special damage boosts like that are separate when you have 2 HP, and you're gonna see all kinds of stuff like that. You're gonna hopefully see a boss kill in 5-3 where I take damage at 2 HP, which will cause the collision to like stop working on objects, specifically a boulder, so I can get a quick kill on a boss. And here you're gonna see a 3 HP damage boost, where I just, Luigi goes flying. It's really cool. All right, I'm gonna try to shimmy my way through here. Ooh, that's nice. Can we get back to the door? Nice. Saved a little time. Alright, it's actually a pretty good level here. I actually did it worse in practice, so saving the best for the run. I mentioned... Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I had a question in chat about why you picked Toad for the first level.
Toad is the fastest character.
Why Luigi here? You can follow up with that.
That's actually a great question. So, horizontally, Toad runs... He gets a speed boost when he picks up an object, like an enemy or something heavy. Like here, I'm going to get one right here and get a 20% speed boost. But sometimes Toad's inability to jump over large gaps, or double jump specifically, makes him less valuable in certain stages than Luigi. And in 1-2, I needed his ability to basically fly all over the place. Like in the beginning of the level, and then I did that damage boost. It makes Luigi a little bit faster and easier for that level. But for levels that are like long and horizontal, like this one, Toad gets the speed boost when he's running, so he's the fastest. Alright, we just did a clip there. I completely forgot to lead up to that, but
I was asking you a question.
No, it's okay. It's pretty simple, really. You just get damage boost off the spikes, and then you let the enemy kind of push you through the wall. It's simple. It's not the hardest clip in the run, but it's important because it saves 25 seconds. And the person who discovered that was Andrew G, who, when in doubt, if somebody discovered something in a Mario game, it was probably Andrew G. Alright, so this is another long horizontal level, and we're going to use Toad because he's going to get a speed boost when I pick up this snake. It may not be that visible, but it could be. But we got to stop and pick up. This is one of only 2 levels that has 1 mushroom.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things now that you point out when Toad picks up things. You can definitely see that the zoom he gets afterwards.
Yeah. Alright, so there's a thing where if you collect 5 cherries, you get a star, but there's a chance the star might not spawn because of too many sprites on the screen, so I'm going to try to kill this guy. I'm trying to spawn a star with that bottom cherry, but in order to do that, I have to count to 5. And it looks like I did it correctly, so this is a 12-second time save, because this star, you're going to see it have a usage here. Just barely we can get a kill on that birdo, so I'm glad we got to show that off. 5 cherries makes a star, and if you kill 8 things, 8 objects, or like enemies, 8 will give you a heart, which can refill your life if you're down a little bit, which is very useful. if you don't like know where the power-up mushrooms are, which fortunately we've done our research. All right. Here's a 1-up. 1-ups are cool. I like 1-ups. Not too far out of the way if you're going in the cave here. That POW block will kill everything on screen. I just threw it too far. So it was kind of a waste of time. Toad's really strong. That's the thing. We call him Big Daddy Todd in the Mario 2 community, or maybe that's just me. I feel like it's not just me, but anyway, he's very strong. He picks up objects faster than anybody. Like if you'll see Princess later on in this run, and she's gonna like take like half a second to pick something up, whereas Toad just takes like a few frames. Another reason why Toad's faster for a lot of these levels. They all dig at the same speed though. Luigi's a little slower. He falls slower, so like it's not that noticeable, but yeah, Luigi's very awkward to control, but because of his ability to jump, there's some levels you just can't get around using him. Yes, all right, that was the fast Birdo kill. So that's good. I got the first hit in, and then I got underneath the mushroom block, so that's nice. And I got 2 more hits, so I got the 1 hit, essentially a one round kill on Birdo. All right, little Metroidvania here, going left to pick up a power up in a Mario game. Another double jump there. That's kind of an important one. I missed that in my warm-ups.
I guess those trees there indicate that there's maybe something to look for with that potion.
That's kind of what
I would have never found that mushroom.
There's a lot of visual cues like that I think were put there to give away the hint on where the mushrooms are, but there's somewhere it's just kind of seems like it's very arbitrary. But there's none that are really too hidden. You just have to know where to place the potion. The potions are usually not hidden. Sometimes they're in caves, but the caves are usually, pretty easily accessible. A lot of digging in World 2. We're not going to see any more until World 6. Little damage boost there. I'm not sure if that's faster, but you could do a crouch jump. I think that's a little slower. All right, we're gonna try to do a Ron Warp here. I didn't get it. Hopefully, there's one I could try, and I'm not gonna go for it actually. I don't know. I'm 2 for 2. I've done it twice in GDQ things before, and I'm 2 for 2 on it. I made the estimate long enough. We might see a Ron Warp in 3-3. We call it Honey Mustard. It's a very big time save.
Honey mustard.
All right, got all our mushrooms. And 4 is the maximum. It's not the maximum you can have, but it's the maximum you can have without modifying the game. Because there's only 2 max per level.
I do have a question in chat about, given Toad and Luigi's huge advantages, is there ever a reason to play Mario or Peach rather than them?
There's some levels that are specifically designed that are around Mario and Peach's strengths. Peach has a hover. Peach and Mario are both very good at, here, I got the 1-up so I can take the death. This is for speed, because it respawns the potion. So Mario and Peach both have the good ability of, like, Mario has a little bit better jump height than Toad, and Peach can, like, hover. They're both very good for vertical stages like 3-3 and 4-3. You're gonna see me use them in 3-3 and 4-3. For fun, I guess I could use Peach a little more, but yeah, we're gonna see them very little because of the advantages that Toad and Luigi have. Mario's coming up the next level, though. And actually, this is Peach's level, and and the standard all levels run. Funny enough, but because we have to go all the way over here, it's a long horizontal section. We need Toad's speed boost. Princess just isn't fast enough. But normally there's a skip you can do, but we just can't do it because we need to pick up the mushroom there. That mushroom is why we don't use Princess in this stage.
And to note, chat too, after this category, Adam will be showing off another SMB2 category that is any percent 2222, where you're going to see all of the characters used.
Yes, 2 stages per each character, and that's really a good category for showing off each character, you know, because there's 4 different characters in this game. That's one of its coolest features. Oops. Am I stuck, or... Yeah, there's a soft lock code, so I'm never actually stuck. Okay. All good. The soft lock code, if you have a second controller, you can actually do it. On the second controller, you hold up A and B, and then on the first controller, you pause and unpause, and it kills you. It's weird, but that they put it in, but it could be oops, I got to show that off. That's like pixel perfect, but thankfully you can respawn things pretty easily in this game. But yeah, so the soft lock code, it's just to prevent you from getting stuck, you know, because that's never fun, and having to reset, because you never have to do that with this game. Cool little double jump there. This is one of the hardest levels in the run. 5-3 I would say is similar in difficulty. Just a tough level. It helps that you have the extra power-ups for this category. In all levels, it's a lot harder because you only have 2 HP. And there's a section coming up where, well, right now actually, where you can take damage pretty easily. I'm gonna try to get a double jump. I have the HP. Oh, whoa! I got knocked down there. Oh, good. There's a dude here that despawned. I like when that happens because he's kind of hard to avoid. I'm debating on whether or not to go for the crazy strat here. I got it in practice. If I can go 3 for 3, I'll go for it. It's pretty consistent. Get down, get down, get down. Yeah! 3 for 3 in GDQ runs with the honey mustard. Get the star kill on the boss and the fanfare skip. That's nice. Don't ask me how that works. I have no clue. That is the most complicated.
Why is it called honey mustard is what I need to know.
I have no clue. I don't know who even named it. I feel like it must have been either Kurt Snewbrand or Ethan RTA. But maybe it was Cool Kid. I have no clue. I think it's because it's a spicy strat. And like honey mustard is spicy.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that that's the only logical conclusion. Yeah. But there is a risk. If I didn't get down that ladder fast enough, I would have soft locked, and I would have had to take 3 deaths and then start over from 3-1. But I'm 3 for 3 in GDQ sessions. It's kind of silly that I go for it, but that's why I gave the estimate at 40 minutes, because I like showing off as much as I can, you know? And if I were to have screwed up, I would have had plenty of time. And that's a really cool trick. You gotta kind of... It's not a speedrun without the honey mustard. This is another tough level. What'd you say? I didn't mean to interrupt.
Saying it's a delicious strat that goes well with chicken fingers.
I agree. Chad is always correct. Whoops. That's okay. What's nice about deaths in this game is you start like look at, I didn't lose any progress. I literally just lost like 3 seconds. from the death. I do have to watch my lives count, but I do have enough here. I probably should play this a little slow though. So there's a star kill I'm gonna do in the next area. I forgot how to count to 5, so I know I got a couple cherries. You need to get 5 cherries. I'm thinking I can do the star kill still. Yeah, there it is. So, oh, whoops, I almost forgot. Good thing I had the potion. I almost forgot the mushroom. All right, we're good. I got confused there. All right, we got the mushroom. The mushroom's there. You can't take potions through doors, thankfully. The only thing you can take through doors are keys, I believe. I don't think you can't take anything else. All right. So I screwed up there a little bit, but that's okay. It's been a while since I ran this category. All right, this is the princess level in this category. I'm excited to do it. I need to go a little faster. There's a lot of time you have to like wait for this birdo, but if you wait too long, you lose 4 seconds. I think I timed it like perfectly. Yeah. That way she's further to the right when she shoots the egg.
See, that's another mushroom I would have never thought to put a potion there.
It's crazy how it's like Metroidvania. There's a lot of that in this game where it's like if you want to get all the power-ups and one-up mushrooms, you have to go in a non-linear fashion. And even in a speedrun, there's times when you take like the secret route and you go left in a Mario game, which is, I mean, that's unheard of back in 1988.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're in USA, all you know is, you know, from the Mario series is just, you know, run and jump to the right and do a bunch of frame perfect tricks. Well, maybe not the frame perfect tricks, but you know, we already saw Sonic do all of the Mario 1 engine stuff. All right, so I'm going back the way I came. This is just a theory I have where it's faster to go back down this way than go through the other, because you have to get a key if you go the other way. So I literally just had to go up there for the mushroom. And I'm going back down because it's faster to do this room again than it is to, at least I think. I mean, I timed it. And then you could just, with the princess, just jump over the pit. Because there's a key you need to grab in the other section, and it's keys and Phantos. They're just scary. I don't like them. I don't think a lot of people that play this game probably don't like the Phantos. They chase you around whenever you have a key. And that is all she wrote for that stage. All right, back to Luigi. This is another stage where his ability to jump makes up for anything. I mean, Peach has the hover, but Luigi's got this beautiful height that he gets in like length. If you just keep holding A with Luigi, you get such distance. I mean, you're supposed to ride the fish. There's a 1-up right there, by the way. And also, you can do this cool thing where you clip through the mushroom with Luigi, and you can kind of grab it midair. All right, and this is one of the harder, like, your first time playing, you're not going to know that you have to go up top just to get the mushroom to fall through without hitting the other mushroom blocks. Like, I figured that one out as a kid, but, uh-oh. Come back. Okie doke. This next level is really good if you have any questions. Or,
Yeah, I
Toad
remember recently I played through SMB2 for the first time, actually, and I saw that mushroom up there, and I'm just like, oh. I remember seeing it there in my playthrough and wondering, how the heck are you supposed to get that to drop? Oh, now I know.
Yeah, it's crazy. They really expect you to be smart if you want to have a chance to get a power-up in this. A lot of the power-ups are, you know, They almost like expect you to do it without power-ups.
Yeah, because you have to
I got the
know.
skip. That was like a 10-second time save. Sorry. I didn't expect to get that.
That was a neat grab there.
Thank you. Normally what you would do is you would fall down and then you would there's an enemy here, this albatross, you would use that to get back up. But we didn't have to do that because we were able to grab it midair and then yeah. That's what I do in my PB, but it's a huge difference. Like I lose 10 seconds in a run if I miss that. And it's kind of tricky. I didn't go over vine jumps yet. Vine jumps, these little jumps I'm doing, or sometimes failing to do, you hold diagonal on the D-pad and you get a 3-frame window to do them. And you can jump up the vines. The issue is that it's very hard to string them together. Not my best work, but thankfully there's often not a risk associated with trying to do them. And sometimes you need to do them to like get on top of like a screen and like do a speedrun thing where you skip parts of the levels. You'll see that a little bit in 7.2. Red birdos are interesting. There's like a 50-50 chance after the first egg that they shoot fire. And fire's just nasty. Nothing you can do with that. The speed boost that Toad gets. Oh, it's just so beautiful from a speedrunning perspective.
It's so satisfying to see him just go zoom right afterward.
I had to be a little resourceful there. That's actually a good strategy because then the bombs can't get you. I'm kind of making stuff up on the fly. Totally rehearsed all of this. Alright, so I want to damage down to 2 HP by the time I get to the boss. Because of that whole damage boost thing being different when you have 2 HP. I'm going to try for a really cool boss kill. If I fail it, it's okay. Because you can just do it the normal way. There's really no more scary tricks that I have to do. That 3-3 thing, that's probably the only thing that really is what I was thinking. When I gave the estimate, that's the only thing I had on the back of my mind. Alright, so we need to take a hit on this birdo. No, I didn't even mean to take a hit that way, but it worked. I got the old fire. Got it. When I was damage boosting, that lost its collision, so I was able to get a one round kill there on the boss. That was actually not discovered too long ago, back in 2020, by Cool Kid. Accidentally discovered. Alright, this is that one I was referring to earlier that's kind of scary because you have to like look at that. I guess you could put it here, but I don't know. I find that one to be a little bit out of... There's really no cue for it, you know?
Yeah.
I guess cryptic would be the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, that's one, again, and there's like no indication there that you would... I don't know. I don't know
like,
what...
At least this one has it's got like the cool... It's got like 2 vegetables here and 2 vegetables here, so it's like, okay, put the potion here, you know, right in the middle. That one I found as a kid, but not the other one. Oops. And this is the return of the digging, everybody's favorite exercise in Mario 2.
The digging sections are always what stressed me out the most when playing this game.
That's a great point because the way the enemies follow you as you're like kind of being forced to speedrun the dig section, you can actually control where the enemies follow you. Like you can bait them to the left or the right. But can doesn't mean, you know, I mean it's very easy to screw up even in a speedrun. And then you got like 4 Shy Guys following you around. That was a double jump there. I just came up with that strat today, actually. Alright, this is a very scary section here. And this mushroom, I'll try not to die. You keep it anyway, but... Make it, Luigi! Okay, cool. I don't know exactly, you're supposed to ride the albatross, what are the birds? Not albatrosses, I forget the name of the birds, but you're supposed to ride them throughout the level. Oh, this Birdo's putting up a nice show here. I got to show off damage iframes. Oh my gosh, this fight is not going okay. Yeah, if you pick up like when you're picking up a block like that, you get invincibility frames. But I almost still died because Birdos are scary, and there's like 20 in the game. All right, I got plenty of lives, so we're in good shape. We'll be fine. All right, this first one, this is another one where it's like why on this cactus? I don't know. I mean, I guess it has to be somewhere, but as a kid, when I went for that, I would always put the potion like right by the start, because I'm like, there's no way they'd expect you to go for a mushroom there. And then this other one, I mean... it's so far out of the way. It's fun to do, I guess, but... a lot of, it's an explosive room. A lot of bombs. And, I mean, you know, why not? Just... it's pretty obvious that that's where the mushroom is. It's actually faster to die here. I mean, imagine backtracking in that room. I ain't got time for that. This is a speedrun. It would have took me like a minute to get out of there. Alright, that's a speedrun strat known as potion jump. You'll see that in every category pretty much. It's another one cycle there. I got lucky that he shot an egg. Even on the first hit, there's a small chance that the Birdo can kind of give you the fire. It's like a 1 in 8, I think, for the first hit. And then every time she gets hit, it goes up. It goes to 1 in 4 and then 1 in 2. Actually saved time to my PB for the first time this whole run. Ow. Alright, so... where's the potion? Oh, I forgot. The potion's here, but we gotta go get the other one first. This is kind of an isolated puzzle here. You get the third one, and then it's in the same room. There's a lot of same room mushrooms. I think they kind of want you to find that one, because this is a very difficult level. And then, I mean... not super hidden. I gotta go this way. I'll try to do a fancy... okay, we're good. And that's why we use Luigi. For levels like that. I mean, not having to wait for the bird. And then here, he can just kind of jump straight over the thing. There's ways to do it with everybody. Actually, it's really cool the way you do it with the Toad, but, I just prefer to use Luigi for this. You can do like a quick strat here. A damage boost here? Maybe? Oh, I didn't grab onto it. So I did take the boost, but I didn't get up. I was supposed to grab onto this ladder. Alright, this Birdo fight's a little sketchy now. Okay. Good old invincibility frames. coming to save us. All right, on to Toad. This is a behemoth of a level here because the mushrooms are really out of the way. It's a huge level, and in a speedrun, you normally skip most of it. So this is kind of like this is why I do this category, is for levels like this, where you get to like explore a lot more than you normally would. And Toad, another reason he's fast, he's very quick at picking things up and throwing them down. He's just strong. He's Big Daddy Todd. I'll put that there. Also, bombs away. Little Kaizo trap built into the game. There's a lot of those throughout the game where if you just, you're just casually picking up a vegetable and it's an explosive.
What's your
Lot of vine
ultimate
jumps.
ranking of the 4 characters in this game?
Toad, Princess, Mario, Luigi.
Interesting.
And Toad is he's the most fun to use, in my opinion. He's like the best, especially for speedrunning. Princess is my favorite. I always defaulted to the Princess as a kid because she's got that hover. Casually, she's like the easiest. Mario is kind of like Toad, but then Luigi's very fluttery. He's very floaty. He's hard to control. I'm not a huge fan of using Luigi, but because he's too fast not to use in a lot of these stages. So I kind of have no choice but to go Luigi route.
Yeah, I would have expected Luigi to be higher up because of that jump, but now I totally understand, especially like the slippery mechanics and
Yeah.
a little annoying.
Also, that's a very long detour for one mushroom. You would never see that in a speedrun if I didn't have to get the mushroom. You would see me on this vine right here, or it's actually another one like it. You would see me do a vine jump off of it and just skip everything. Like, this is a long stage, it's a maze of doors. But in most categories, like, you're not gonna see me do that. Like, the next category I do, that's any percent, you're gonna just see me kind of skip to the end of the level. Got a double hit there. I need to damage myself down here. Not too much. I don't want to die. I think this is good. I'm trying to use a segment timer on Wart. Rio 2. Yeah, that's perfect. Because a lot of the enemy patterns, I'm surprised I haven't mentioned this yet, like, they're basically determined by the start of the level and how long it takes you to get to the end of the level, to where they are. And it's consistent, and it's nice because it's not on a global timer, so how you do other levels doesn't affect... Every level's like a clean slate. Ooh, did we get the sub 34? We did!
Hey,
Hey, Wart's dead. 6 for 6.
GG.
33.57. I love this category. I mean, if you're gonna run this game, this is the best category extension right here for you. Just, if you're doing all the levels, you might as well pick up all the mushrooms. Or the one-up mushrooms.
Yeah, it was really interesting
Yeah.
getting to see, going to different areas in the game.
But like 6-3, that room with all the bombs, you would not see that in a speedrun that's an any percent. And you're gonna see why, because that potion jump I did at the end of it, or you don't even have to do the potion jump. It's like one of the better secrets in like Nintendo history. You just let the quicksand take you down and you go, under the pillar, and it's like amazing how much you skip. There's several long rooms you skip in that.
Well,
But I hope you all enjoyed that.
Yeah, we should go ahead and get right into the next category, I think. Go ahead and showcase, the differences here. So yeah, we have one more SMB2 category to showcase for y'all tonight. It's called Any Percent 2222. Adam, do you want to kind of explain to us what that category is?
All right, so there's 4 characters, and in any percent, there's 8 levels that you have to finish. There's 10, 2 of them you warp out of, so 10 minus 2, you get to 8 full levels. And at the end of the game, it tells you how many levels you beat with each character. Our goal is to make it say 2, 2, 2, 2, like 2 levels finished for each, Mario, Toad, Princess, and Luigi. And we're gonna do that. We're gonna use Toad on the 2 levels where we warp because he's the fastest, and it won't add to his 2. So we're actually gonna use Toad 4 times. But we warp out of 2 levels because it's any percent. There's warps in this game. You use the potion on certain vases, and you can go down the vase. And there's several warps that we don't do in the any percent route because they're not like along the traditional route. But there's only 2 warps we do in this. It's very similar to Mario 1 and Lost Level. Well, Lost Levels is actually a little more complicated, but
So warping doesn't count then as completing a level? Is that?
yeah, it's like Nintendo's saying if you use cheats in speedrun, you're like you're not you're cheating. You're not like it doesn't count as actual gameplay. What a horrible message for Nintendo to send to young speedrunners back in 1988. But yeah, if you warp, it doesn't count as a completed level. And the reason is because I think it keeps track at the bonus screens, and you don't get with the warps. You don't get those. So that being said, I'm going to count down if that is okay.
Yes, go ahead.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go! It's me, Mario. Starting with Mario this time because we need to find 2 levels where we can where he doesn't lose that much time. And this level, ideally, he doesn't lose any time because the Birdo cycle is the same. But no mushrooms this time. It's gonna be lonely without the mushrooms. Fun with the double jumps, though. This is a little different with Mario. I don't know if I remember how to do it. I'll give it a shot. Dane. No harm to go for it. Ooh, I get to try this.
So I know we were talking about earlier, each character has their own like kind of unique attributes. What's Mario's? I always looked at Mario as kind of just like the vanilla kind of boring character. What's his what makes him a special character?
You had it right actually the first time. He jumps higher than Toad. But he takes longer to pick up objects. He doesn't get that speed boost. He does, however, he doesn't get a speed reduction when he picks up objects, whereas Luigi and the princess both get like a speed reduction.
So he at least keeps moving faster if he has to pull.
Dang. There's a carpet trick I tried to do, but I failed it. Might actually have to do the level the intended way. I think Mario, I can't remember if Mario can actually get up there. I think he can. But it's risky. No, he can't. Alright, I gotta do... it's just faster to... I'm just gonna die. It's faster to die. Because it's gonna respawn... Alright, I forgot what to do. That's the fast strat. And when in doubt, I always say do the fast strat. I'm gonna try something here called Veggie Glitch. It's a frame perfect trick. Dang, a little late. But if you pick up an item on the first frame you respawn from the subworld, you get to take it through doors, when you normally only can take keys through doors. It's a pretty cool thing. It saves quite a bit of time in regular any percent. Because instead of having to, you can actually re-grab the vegetables and stuff. Instead of having to wait for Birdo. Alright, so this is the first warp. Does not count as a completed level, so we're gonna do some Toad time. In 4-1 and 4-2. 4-2 will not count. And then we'll use them again in 6-1, because 6-1's... it's just a lot of Toad in a row. It's really nice. My favorite character.
Although the score at the end will say they're all even, we all know that Toad is number one.
Exactly. Deep down, he's the real contributor. Nah, what's nice about this is they all get a part. I like the category all levels 5-5-5-5. In that one, you do, there's 20 levels total, there's no warps, so you finish 20 levels, and it's nice because, 20, you can just divide it evenly by 4, and at the end, you get a nice equal contribution for all of them. It's super nice. I like that category a lot. I tend to like all levels, or like warpless categories the best, because you get to play a little more of the game, but some categories really have a great any percent, if there's like Mario 1 any percent, has all those cool clips and frame perfect things you can do. But then you got Mario 3, which you have to rely on the hands. Oops. It's like a 1 in 8 chance that you're even gonna.
Right,
I was gonna go grab the other potion.
Too.
Yeah, pretty close to it. I'm scared to death here. This section's really difficult. Alright, we made it. This is the next warp. Mario 2 any percent I think is kind of fun though. It's one of the better ones of the original any percents. It just feels like when I play any percent, I just kind of feel like I should be doing all levels. Because, there's no difference, really, minus the warping. Can you tell I'm rusty, or can you tell I'm rusty?
You're doing
Normally, I don't have
great.
to slow down. Thank you, thank you. I've been mainly working on Mario 3 Warpless as a project, and that game is just totally different. I did practice for this, though, a little bit.
Yes.
I love Mario 3. And that's the end of Toad. Alright, Princess. Princess. I forget how to use Princess. Let's see if I remember. Well, I'd be lying if I didn't say that I'm incredibly surprised that I didn't die there, because I haven't done that in months. I completely forgot to practice that. But, yeah. Success. It's a lot harder to do with Peach than it is Luigi. The intentional way is just to ride the birds. There's thankfully it's not super cryptic or anything, but it is still a tricky level. Alright. Little potion jump saves I don't know how much that's. I think that saves 10 seconds. It takes a while to walk in quicksand. Forgot to do this last time. If you do a little duck with Luigi, you can kind of just get over here quicker. Good. Hey. You know what's funny is that boss fight, out of all of them, that's the one I die to the most. And if in races and tourneys, we have a beef history, me and Triclyde in 6-3. But yeah, Luigi just, as much crap as I give him, he is invaluable to the speedrun. It feels like there's multiple games per run. When you use different characters, you're going from these physics to other physics, and that's what I love about Mario 2 is it kind of feels like you're playing multiple games in a single run because Luigi is just so much different than everybody else. Mainly Toad, of course, but because Toad's the one you would use the most.
That's what's great about these category extensions is you get to utilize all the different characters.
The best part, Princess is going to be the hero, the heroine of the day. She can actually go as fast as Toad almost on this stage, so it's really nice to see her get a little bit of extra playtime in this category. I like Princess. She's my second favorite to Toad.
I don't think I've ever seen her be used in the final level.
This is just how I routed it because it's just like with this category, you're losing time to the optimal any percent. The goal is to lose as little amount of time as possible with each character in each situation.
Yeah.
And I just the way I timed it and stuff, it just seemed like Peach is the best. Although this particular run, I haven't really been going super fast with her. I did get the good kill there. I gotta wait here just a few seconds. All right. Again, and that's the global timer or the local timer, so I can get that. Like I knew that was gonna spawn at that time because I waited on a certain 4-second cycle. I love this game. I really do. Casually and as a speedrun. Kobe! We call that the Kobe because it's over the top. I hate going for it, but you have to with the princess. And yeah, that's all she wrote. Looking like 10 minutes and some change. Not my best showing, but what's nice is after this credits, you're gonna, or not the credits, after the screen, you're gonna see the 2222. And that's explains the category. But ta-da!
GG. Well, thank you so much, Adam, for showcasing both of these category extensions. It was really interesting getting to see like just all the different areas of these games and seeing the different characters utilized. Because yeah, as you said, Toad is definitely usually the main one you see in speedruns. So
exactly,
it's
love. A well-balanced breakfast. Nuclear, thank you so much. You're a wonderful hostess, and I am very grateful that you had me on.
Of course, I'm glad to have you. I want to just give you a quick moment here. Go ahead and let the people know where to find you, what to expect if they were come to your channel, and any other shout outs you might want to give.
Thank you. I twitch.tv/Adam Ferrari. It's spelled, that's my Twitch channel where I stream at. It's spelled the same way as on the screen. tferrari64 is my Twitter handle. That's, where I post the most about my speedruns. I've been a little inactive recently, but I tend to do Mario speedruns. I've also done some Super Monkey Ball in the past. I love the SMB franchises. It's fun. I like doing different things that are like, I like challenge-oriented speedruns, like collect all the power-ups or, 2-2-2-2. You got a nice little balance at the end. And I also would like to say Kurt's new brand, CURTSNEWBRAND, is a Twitch channel person that I love, and he's doing a tournament for this game right now, and you're gonna want to check that out because it's gonna be kind of like these categories, more super DLC content, extra rooms, extra characters, different routes. It's good. Mario 2 is wonderful. The real Mario 2. None of that lost levels. No, I'm just kidding. They're all good games.
Yes,
Thank you, Kat.
All right, chat. Thank you again, Adam. Chat, we are going to take one more wellness break here. Go ahead and get a stretch, maybe get a snack, use the restroom. And when we come back, we've got some Super Mario World for you. We're going to be doing Longest Path Run by Brams. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Hey, all you cool cats and gamers. Welcome back to No Category Left Behind, the GDQ hotfix show that showcases category extension speedruns. I'm your host, Nuclear, and tonight to wrap up our show, we've got Brams with Super Mario World. Going to be showcasing longest path. Before we get started, though, I do have a couple announcements. SGDQ 2022 remote volunteer applications will be open from May 23rd to May 29th. If you'd like to help with any of our offsite volunteering positions, go to gamesdonequick.com for more information. Registration is also open until May 23rd. Be sure to register if you'll be attending our live event in Minnesota. The games list is out, so stay tuned. Make sure to check out that games list at gamesdonequick.com. Also, after this, stay tuned. We will have the community spotlight with a special Mega May episode. All right, Brams. So we've got longest path tonight. Could you, what is longest path?
Well, as the name implies, we're taking the longest path without backtracking to Bowser. So it's kind of like a complete opposite of 11 exit or the any percent equivalent, where you take the shortest path. It's an interesting category. We play a lot of good levels, and we actually beat the game. SMW is very famous for having meme categories, if you will, that don't beat the game. But this one is an exception, which is nice.
It's always nice to have that closure instead of that awkward all right, we're done.
Okay.
We're done with the category.
I grabbed the key, now I'm done. Yeah. So
all right, we'll get started then whenever you're ready to count us down here.
Will do. So time starts when Mario appears. I'll do my best to count you in. It's kind of a weird timing. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, that was good. It's 2.2 seconds after you hit one player game. I guess after thousands of runs, I just kind of have it. Got that timing. So, starting off pretty standard. World 1 is the same in every category, it feels like. Just go right, jump, don't get hit. You know how it goes. I guess now's a good time to just come clean. I am playing off of OBS with a lot of input lag, and that's my excuse for anything you see here tonight.
Yes, for the record, anything at all that goes bad.
Yeah. But if I do something
CRT today.
But if I do something well, it's because my muscle memory is second to none. Okay. This level is known for that first jump. A lot of new runners struggle with it. And apparently, if you've been running the game for 8 years, you also struggle.
Blame OBS.
There we go. Not ideal. But small time save in this level, after dying twice, is running on these brown platforms. You'll notice they kind of move forward when you're on them. Gives Mario a little boost. And it ends up making the difference at the end here between a 258 and a 259, if you do it right. Muscle memory second to none, like I said. Alright, there's a little trick in this level that saves a very small amount of time. Let's see here. Very good. Shell jump. You do that by hitting left, and then right, and then kicking the shell. Very hard. And I think it saves like a quarter second, or maybe even less. Yeah, it's the longest path on the map, not through each level. That's a good clarification. And we're not doing yellow switch because it's the longest path without backtracking. I guess the longest direct path. Oh, ugh. Doors are going to be incredible. When you're running at full speed, the window for entering a door is 3 frames. So grabbing this fire flower, I'm going to be keeping this for most of the run. It doesn't really save time on this boss, but it will save a lot of time on future bosses. So after each castle here, there's like a 30 to 40 second cutscene, I suppose, with fun little animations. I'm quite fond of the Castle 5 one, which we'll see a little later. I think that's my favorite. Oh, and Japanese version is faster. It only saves a few seconds in this category because these save boxes here are smaller and therefore take less time to go away.
That's really interesting that that's the reason why.
Yeah, it's strange. And it's actually quite noticeable if you play them back to back. I think it only saves about a quarter second each, but those save boxes,
That adds up.
yeah, they add up for sure.
Especially on the longest path.
Yeah. We do see quite a few save boxes. So I got Cape, which is busted. As you saw, I just flew over the whole level. SMW gets a lot of flack for just flying over levels. Rightfully so, perhaps. But luckily, this category doesn't have too many of those. I think in 96 exit, there's about 20 exits that are just flyovers. So I'm going in this sub-level just to get this shell here. It actually, even with the pipe transition, saves time because Mario swims about twice as fast when he's holding an item. For whatever reason. Don't really understand the logic behind that. So I abused a little cape mechanic there called the cape cancel. Basically, if you're in the flying animation where you do the cape pumps and you run into an enemy, you don't take damage. You just kind of phase right through them. We do that a lot in this game. It's very useful. And yet another reason why the cape is kind of busted. That boo wanted me. He's looking at me. So interestingly enough, until this level, we were actually taking the same overworld path as the shortest path, 11 exit, but now we've diverted, doing some other levels now. In 11 exit, you just go right to Star World from that ghost house, then you do a couple Star World levels, and then head to Bowser. One thing of note with the cape, by the way, is, yeah, it's easy to fly over the levels. You just tap left, as we say. But you can actually lose a pretty significant amount of time in a flyover level just because of Mario's speed. His speed oscillates when you're holding right. It has a certain pattern. And when you are flying, you are not holding right. Oops, I did another jump there. When you're flying, you're not holding right. So your speed is locked at whatever speed you're at, but you can change it by quickly tapping right in between your cape pumps. And if you use your special eyes, you can actually tell how fast you're going just by looking at things on the screen. By this point, I've gotten pretty good at telling when I'm going fast. Fastest flying speed is 51 subpixels per frame. Slowest is 47. So in a flyover like that, you could lose about 2 seconds just by flight speed. which again is one of those things that adds up. All right, so here we're going to be saying hello to our good friend Yoshi. And unfortunately in this game, we only get Yoshi when we're going to be up to some shenanigans. You'll see after the second castle here, I'm going to be doing a trick. So it slowed us down a little bit to get Yoshi, but we'll save a lot of that back. Hopefully. I guess we won't know until it happens. Didn't get P-speed. So in this castle here, you can just fly up to this pipe and go into one of these bonus rooms. And you actually don't have to complete it. You can just go right back through. And then it takes you to the third room here. And doing that is faster than going through the normal second room. That's a tough jump. I think it's only a few frame window to actually keep your flight while grabbing the spring there. So I mentioned earlier that I was grabbing the fire flower to save time in the bosses. And this, is the first instance of that. Normally you kill these bosses with 3 stomps to the head, but for whatever reason, if you do 2 fireballs and 1 stomp to the head, it has the same effect. And you might think that 3 fireballs would just be the move, but actually if you just use fireballs, it takes 12, which makes no sense, but it's Super Mario World. There you go, 2 fireballs and a stomp. Morton is gone. I'll be abusing that. I don't know, probably not a game mechanic, but I'll be doing that a few times. 3 of the bosses. Another little cutscene. And coming up in the next level, I'm going to hopefully be spawning in some Yoshi wings, which will give me the normal exit. And the way I'm going to do that is by duplicating blocks, which is fun. There's a dragon coin conveniently placed in the level, and if you dupe one of these turn blocks on top of it, you can create an invisible key block. And the key on its own isn't very useful, but if we duplicate the key block to the right, we'll get wings. There's the first dupe. Invisible block. And the wings. And we don't need Yoshi anymore, so I'm just going to leave him there. Alright, again, Mario swims twice as fast when holding something, so I'm going to try to do that as much as possible in the water sections here. And get P-speed there. And we have to refresh this Buzzy Beetle, because it'll wake up and hurt us if we don't. Now here I'm going to try to do something called Sticky Fly. See if I can get it. I didn't get it. If you pull up at the right angle and all that fun stuff, you can actually stick to that ceiling, which looks weird. Alright, gonna be doing another cape cancel at the end here. So a quick story time about this level. Way back in 2016, I did an all castles race at SGDQ with a couple of my good friends, and I locked myself out of this door coming up. And I had to do some weird movement to get into it, so hopefully I don't do that this time. Very good. Also, you may have noticed that I was flying while holding the P-switch. That's Just an interesting result of flying into an item without touching the ground. Quite useful.
I have an interesting question in chat that you very well probably don't know the answer to, but
Challenge accepted.
Not that this affects a run, but the level that you got the Yoshi wings on that you normally can't.
Yes.
Do you know how does the game decide which flying Yoshi bonus it sends you to, or?
I definitely used to know the answer to that question. There are a couple different, I think they're called coin heavens. There's a couple different ones, and based on what level you're in, you will get a different one. As to what determines that, I can't remember, but there are probably a lot of very smart gamers in the chat from the SMW crew who might know.
I was like, that feels like a very specific question, but I know you've done tazzing and stuff, so I was like, maybe you know from that, or...
Unfortunately, I can't remember.
That's fair.
My guess is that it probably has something to do with what screen you're on in the level, but I don't know, it's just a guess. So I kind of lied a little bit ago when I said we just use Yoshi for shenanigans. This Yoshi that I picked up, we can use for shenanigans, but I will not be going for that trick because it is very hard and I am very rusty. But he's still going to save time because we get wings that are actually supposed to be there. So I'm spinning my cape here to kind of manipulate where this Magic Koopa goes. We don't want it in our way, that's for sure. Okay. I almost saved that. So this room here is kind of an auto-scroller. Not in the literal sense, but we do have to wait for all these cycles, which kind of stinks, but is what it is. Notable exception is right up here. We can actually, since we have the cape, we can get into this little gap really quick and jump over that section, and that actually saves the cycle. And these cycles, I think, are about 10, 12 seconds, so pretty significant. Alright, so here's Lemmy, and he goes left right away, very good. You can actually see where he's gonna go if you have a good eye. His feet stick out from the bottom of the pipes. And he goes in a random pattern each time. You cannot, so that fireball that's bouncing around in the boss fight, you cannot kill with a cape. If I could get the flute and transport to the last world, I still wouldn't, because that wouldn't be the longest path. But you are thinking of SMB3. You sounded like a robot to me. Can you please repeat? Yes. So those wings are there normally. Didn't have to do anything weird to get them. So if you're super cool, you can spawn a boss in this level and actually kill it, which saves a decent amount of time. But I'm not cool, so I'm not doing that. I did not mean to do that, but it worked. Okay. Yeah, I think she's having some internet issues. It's okay. Alright, Castle 4. One of my personal favorites. I don't really know why, I just like it. Jumped at a little bit of the wrong time. Didn't get my cape canceled. I didn't like that. That's okay, I can get a cape in the next level. No big deal. I could get a cape here if I wanted to, but it's a little bit slower to do that. There he goes. So the fireballs trick actually saves significantly more time with Ludwig, just because his normal cycles are very long. He'll go across the whole screen and jump through the air. It's annoying. I will not be showcasing the new CI2 Switch Palace exit because I didn't know that existed. Yeah, there is not an actual boss in that level, but we can create one using the powers of Mario. Alright, this is for all you no cape enjoyers out there. And a little bit of no cape. And it's over. Okay. Had to do a little bit of improv, but it's cool. This is a very cool ghost house. Big fan of it. And it's quite interesting with cape because you can just fly over this wall and skip the whole second room. In true SMW fashion. That is correct. This is the longest path that doesn't repeat. So we take kind of a funky path through forest here. Ends up making an S shape. Arguably a $sign shape. Okay. I jumped into the block and got stopped. Very cool. Very good. All right, so coming up in this next level, we're going to hopefully clip out of bounds pretty quickly here. Again, Yoshi's for shenanigans, so let's see what happens. I'm going to do a little bit of manipulation right at the start here. I'm going to dismount Yoshi into the ceiling, and what that does is it manipulates my subpixel. All right, such that I don't get kicked back in bounds there. So in the best case, there is a 75% chance that that clip actually works if you do it correctly. But at its lowest, there's a 0% chance based on your subpixel. And I dismounted into the ceiling a lot extra there, so I got kind of lucky. And again, Mario swims fast when he's holding things, so. Went inbounds a little bit for that throw block, and then grabbed the key at the end. Yeah, Yoshi's gone. We don't need him. Can see the S taking form here. So if you played this game as a kid or recently for the first time, you may have been stuck in forest here, not being able to figure out how to get out. And that's because in this level, you have to get the secret exit to go to the next castle, which is an interesting move by the developers. I missed the pipe. That's not what we want. So there's the dollar sign. See it? It's like a, I don't know. All right, Castle 5. Gonna go for some cool flying here. See how it goes. Whew, that was close. Oh, come on. Get the P-Speed, Mario. There you go. So with the cape, you can skip that whole raft. Or the coin snake, I mean. Which is very cool. And fast. It's our last fireball trick. And Roy is gone. That was really close. I almost did not get that. Alright, here's the best cutscene. Mario blows up. There he goes. It's a funny sprite. Alright, going to be showing off another flight mechanic in this level. You notice I'm starting with spin flies, and that's for good reason. So right here...
I think I am finally back. I am back.
Welcome back.
The whole internet blew up and I had to restart my modem, but...
All good. All good.
I'm sorry about that. What did I miss?
You missed some Mario. You missed some Mario.
Wait, there's Mario?
Yes.
Oh.
So what I did in this level is I entered that cannon pipe within 80 frames of taking off. And what that did was it preserved my takeoff meter through the pipe transition, and then I was able to just do the normal fly at cannon speed. Which, if you remember from earlier, the fastest normal flying speed is 51 subpixels per frame, but the cannon shoots you out at 64. So it's very fast. And at
I'm
the
being
end,
told I missed the murder of a Yoshi, though.
I can neither confirm nor deny. Whoa, the door. The door, okay. I'm going to be doing a similar trick here with this door. You can preserve your flight through doors too, but I didn't jump with P-Speed, so I didn't get it. Just pretend I did.
That was some nice P-Speed there.
Thank you. Very fast. Alright, Chocolate Island 2 is very weird. So, there are two exits in this level. I need the normal exit, so I'm just gonna go slow. That's all there is to it. There's a pipe coming up in this next room here. Oh, you guy. And if you enter that pipe before the clock up at the top gets to 249, you actually get the secret exit. So I waited. Setting up a little pipe fly here too. Didn't get it. Pretend I did. You know the drill. I also purposefully did not grab dragon coins because if you grab them, you get a different final room there, and this one's a little bit more ideal. That level's very weird. You can get a lot of different combinations of rooms based on your coin count, your dragon coin count, what day of the week it is. That's a joke. I don't think the Super Nintendo knows what day of the week it is. Alright, this level is actually kind of tricky. It is a flyover, but if you scrape one of these pipes, that's bad news, and I'm scraping that one. That's cool, though. I'd rather scrape this one than the other one. Oh, come on. Wow. There we go. Oh, jeez.
Oh.
All right, we're good. Don't worry about it.
All right.
It's fine.
It's the input lag.
Yeah. That's right. It's all right. I'm pretty good at improv. So this stage is, in my opinion, probably one of the hardest in the whole game, just because of the inputs you have to do. Oh, and I got... Jeez. The game was not nice to me there. So when Mario spins his cape, the hitbox alternates between being on his left and right for 4 frames at a time. So if you're spinning your cape into an enemy like that, and you are, I guess, unlucky, you'll just get hit instead of the cape hitting the enemy. But it's okay, because there's a backup. That is not where I wanted to go. It's the wimps. Oh, hey, that guy got me. Welcome to my Let's Play. All right, there I go. I died. All right, let's see if I can somehow manage to do this small. Oh, good, I got the midway. That first room, small only, is quite brutal. All right, back on track. Okay, that one was actually input lag. I just ran off the edge. Oh, so these platforms can be very mean when you're small. You kind of saw I was getting shoved around there. So I'm a little sad that I lost my mushroom there, but it ended up being okay. Sometimes you can just get pushed into the lava and there's really nothing you can do. All right, moving on. Oh, chocolate milk.
Oh.
Jumped a little early. Let's try again. Okay. I refuse to go back for a cape.
That's what I was going to ask, if you'd be backtracking at all, but
Yeah.
we're going. We're chugging.
Ideally, you would want to go back for a cape because cape is fast, but this is more fun. I like these platforms. All right, very good. Okay, we gotta watch out for the big guys here. They're quite mean sometimes. Just gonna go over here. Very good. Here they come. Hello. There they go. Oh, bonus stars. Ideally, you want to avoid the bonus stars, but ideally, you don't want to die and lose your cape as well. Not playing by the rules. All right, so I need a
You're
Yoshi.
good at improv.
That's right, I am. So I need a Yoshi here, and I also need a cape. So I'm going to not do the normal strat here. Oh, I was not going to make that jump. Oh boy. Don't fall in the hole.
Oof.
Alright, there's a little roulette block there. I don't think that's actually called a roulette block. I don't know what it's called. Oh, try to grab that shell. Where's the dudes? Alright, there they are.
Oh, there is an interesting question. Could
Sure.
you even go back for a cape because there's no backtracking in this category?
Well, backtracking isn't necessarily disallowed. So I could go back, but it is against the spirit of the category,
Okay.
in my opinion. Ah, I hate that. If you jump barely too early there, you can get hit. I'll just take it easy here. Whoops. I mean, intentional. That was planned. I meant to do that. Did a little bit too big of a turn back, so I wasn't able to do the no cape strat. Ideally, you would jump down on that gray platform and then jump up, but I would have gotten crushed, so I held back. Alright, Wendy is very similar to Lemmy with the pipes, but you'll notice the pipes here are all flat. Okay. Hit my head. I'm gonna take it safe. She went in the middle there. It's not nice. Okay.
What?
Wow, very
Wow.
cool. So there's a very, very short amount of time where Wendy is fully out of the pipe, but her hitbox isn't active. And I decided that I wanted to run into her while her hitbox wasn't there. So then when her hitbox showed up, I got killed.
That's just unfortunate.
Yeah, you really hate to see it. All good. What?
What? Oh my gosh.
That was me just missing. It's fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Everything is going exactly as I planned. And immediately after talking about how backtracking is against the spirit of the category, I'm going to backtrack and get a mushroom. Because there's no real convenient cape to get coming up. The first block in the next stage is a cape, but you have to be big in order for it to be a cape, otherwise it's just a mushroom. So I'm going to backtrack, get myself a mushroom. I apologize to the fans. Had to be done.
Yeah, now's a good time to go get a snack and not pay attention.
All right. There's the cape. But I'm intentionally going to run into some of the ghosts in this next room here in order to delay my movement And if I do it right, I can line up this boo cloud in the right spot, and I will be able to despawn a boo ring at the end. I can't tell yet if I got it. I'll be able to tell in a second here. No, that's not gonna work. And I got hit again anyway, so. But that's okay, because you can scroll the screen. Oh, I didn't get it. It's okay. Doesn't save a whole lot of time to despawn that thing. Especially because I can just swim through it and get back on Yoshi. This room is fun. Just fall. And I know GDQ loves this particular item that I'm about to obtain. There it is. You all know. All right, already entering World 7 at a blistering pace. Hit the wall. You have to be careful eating these Mega Moles because you can actually get hit while Yoshi is swallowing them, which is quite unfortunate. Same with the Wigglers. But we don't see any Wigglers anymore. Those are long gone. All right, so this next room here is another set of intentional wings, if you will. Placed there just as Miyamoto intended.
That looks familiar, like I saw that earlier.
You may have. So, unfortunately, we have to do the boring exit of this ghost house in this category. The secret exit is much cooler. That's fine. It's okay. Alright, Valley Bowser 3. My good friend Umar loves this stage. It's his favorite. And I'll leave it up to you to determine if that's sarcasm. Alright, that was an interesting save backup thing I just did. Oh, I got a firstie. It's fine. So if you jump on the first frame that you land... Okay, goodbye.
Uh-oh.
If you jump on the first frame that you land, you actually don't get a full takeoff. You get like a little baby one like that. So I had to kind of make some stuff up at the end. At the cost of Yoshi, but that's okay. I actually do need Yoshi in this next level, but there's a very convenient one right at the start that I can get. Okay, yep. Intentional. Optimal movement. Oh. I accidentally scraped the floor there and lost my speed. Alright, the reason I need Yoshi here is so I can just ditch him in the lava. Very important that I do that.
The long con.
Yep. Truth be told, I actually did not need to grab Yoshi there. I could have done that level without him, but, you know, I have to. It's in my contract. All right, Castle 7. This, along with Chocolate Fort, is one of the harder levels. We'll see how it goes. Gonna utilize a lot of screen scrolling here to manipulate these pencils. Okay, I don't like where he is, so I'm just gonna bail. Magic Koopa is very annoying. That's fine. Oh, Larry, come on, man. Go in the lava. So with that, we are swiftly approaching Bowser's front door. Unfortunately, I'm not able to do the little damage boost that saves a little time, but it's okay. I think it only saves like half a second. I like that cutscene. He just yeets the castle. It's gone. Goodbye.
I'm upset I missed, I think you said that World 5 is your favorite one, and I missed that one.
Yeah, you did,
Internet.
actually. That's okay. Mario tries to blow up the castle, and when the explosion doesn't go off, intrigued, he approaches the castle, only to have the explosion go off in his face. And
yeah, okay. I
makes a
remember
funny
that one.
sprite, yeah. Tried to get a door fly there, but didn't get it. All right, unfortunately, I cannot see a thing right here. So I'm just gonna guess. I guessed correctly. Well, correctly enough. For whatever reason, it's really, really dark on my capture in the dark room there. I'm curious how that looks on stream. Oh, you can see it perfectly fine on stream, of course.
Of course.
So now we kill Bowser. Again, utilizing the cape here. So he takes 2 hits every phase. I did not do that right, but it's okay. Why did that not hit him? Not sure. It went through him, kinda. All right, let's just take it easy here. Very good. There we go. So, I didn't mean to get an extra cycle, but I did mean to keep 1 Mecha Koopa. May not think that's optimal since he takes 2 hits. But if you use this Mecha Koopa and do the first hit of this phase at the right time, he'll actually skip part of this phase where he throws big like bowling balls at you. So if you do it correctly, he'll only throw 1 instead of 2. And then similarly, in the 3rd phase, instead of bouncing on the ground 8 times, he'll bounce 5 times. So that was 1 bowling ball, and hopefully that was the only bowling ball. Very good. So, by the way, time ends when Peach appears after the 3rd phase here. Oh, I was trying to be cheeky there. Get the mushroom and get the hit. It's okay. I really like hitting the mushrooms. Alright. That is time right there. Definitely underestimate. The estimate is a typo. It's meant to be 50 minutes.
Sorry, that was my mistake.
Yeah, it's all right. I forgive you. I forgive you.
It happens sometimes.
But yeah, that's Longest Path. Fun category. Play a lot of good stages.
Yeah, the what I saw of it before my internet went out was really, really good. I wish I could have seen the full show, but you did fantastic. Especially given the input lag we had to deal with today. So
Hey, it's just an excuse.
GG. We do actually have some time to show off some glitches I know we had talked about before the show.
Sure.
If you're interested.
I'll skip the credits. We don't like the credits. Head over to the practice cart here. So staying with the theme of category extensions and things you don't normally see, I'm going to show some glitches that you don't normally see in runs. Starting here, I guess, because I'm close to it. I'll give a little bit of a warning on this one, though. If you are susceptible to flashing lights and things like that, I would suggest looking away for a moment, because the screen is going to do some things. But that's not the main part. The main part is what happens after. So if I collect this gold tape off screen, just like this, at the end of the level, the screen kind of fades into Mario in a circle. Here's where the flashing happens, by the way. And when you're off screen, the game doesn't really know where to put that circle.
Oh.
So the screen does that, and then it messes with the overworld palette here too, and makes everything look quite fun. This is kind of a classic. It's a good one to show off. And actually, even if you go into Forest of Illusion, the outer perimeter fixes, but everything else still stays the same. The way to remedy this is by entering a level and exiting, or just going to Star World or something. That's a cool one. I like that one. What else? Sure, this is a good one. So you can clip out of bounds a lot in this game. Oh, jeez. I guess real quick, I can show this too. If you do it right, you can just swim through platforms like this. Ugh. It's hard to do in real time. Come on, Marty. I promise it's possible. He's not cooperating. There he goes. All right. So you can do that. But also, there's an area of this level where you won't die if you go out of bounds. Right there, I was just going to fall into the pit. So I'm going to go up here real quick. And as we know, the fireballs that Mario throws they bounce, right? So if I throw one here, you'll see it bounces up and down like that. I go into here. I'm going to set up a little area where I can clip. Gotta wait for the blocks to be blocks. If you're in a one tile high gap and you're big Mario, you can just spin jump and clip through the ground, which makes no sense. But in this area, for whatever reason, the fireballs just go straight forward. Who knows?
Oh, that's wacky.
It's very weird and off-putting, but that's what happens in here. It's very strange.
Oh, that makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. We're not going to do that anymore. But what else might make you uncomfortable is seeing a bunch of Yoshis spawn. So there's actually a little trick in 11 Exit where you hit the Yoshi block with a shell. Oh, this Koopa. With a shell and your head at the same time. And what that does is it spawns two Yoshis and actually speeds up this animation here. A similar effect can be done with spinning the cape while collecting a power-up. So you saw how fast he hatched there, and there are just a bunch of Yoshis. So let's just do our thing here. There's some more. That should be... Oh no, there's more. There's more. There's one. Oh, I'm on one right now, actually, and I can dismount it. Yeah, this game is weird. Let me try something here. Oh, I was going to try to dismount and then come up through the ground. That's okay. That's a cool one. How much time do I have?
We've got time.
A couple more minutes? All right. So, you saw me duplicate some blocks earlier in the run. I'm going to duplicate some more blocks here. Not to get wings or anything. Whoa, that's spiky. I'm actually going to create a coin factory. So there's a multi-coin block right here in this sub-level. Hit it, you get a lot of coins. So if you duplicate it upwards, which is going to be tough. Oh. Just got the solid block. And then to the right, this guy. Get out of my way. You can create a coin factory. And what I mean by that is coins will spawn at an alarming rate. Oh. Well, the shell is in there. Let's see if I can... No, that's the slow coin factory. We don't want the slow one. We want the fast one. All right, let's just try again. This game sometimes. And you can do something cool with the coins. The coin factory itself is not the only thing. Oh, jeez. Gonna let this Pokey do his thing. Come on. This way. Into the hole. No, this way.
No!
This way. Come over here. Come on. Good Pokey. All right. There we go. So they spawn really quickly. And if you go a little bit off screen, but not too far, so that everything despawns, the coins will actually show up. They kind of wrap around to the other side, and they look like they're coming out of nothing, which is fun. And you can also... Some blocks will disappear when the game is like this, like that. I got kind of lucky there. That one could have hit the shell. But since there's so many of those like bounce sprites, when you hit this block, it can't make a new one, and the block just goes away. Which is pretty cool. What else? I actually wrote a little list of glitches I could do. This one's pretty easy. I'm going to destroy my controller doing this one, but it's fine. So if you have a P-balloon, or if you're in a cloud, Mario kind of floats around like this. If you hit left and right at the same time on your controller, it'll go nuts. Let me just do that, and then you can clip into walls. That's a solid pipe, so I actually died, but if that were not a solid wall, I would not have died. I would have just gone through it. There's probably a better example of that over here. That hurt my fingers. Not gonna lie.
I was like, that did not look comfortable when you were doing that.
The SNES controller does not like when you do that to the D-pad. Alright, there is a P-balloon block over here. Alright, so let's go through some things. When you do this, he only goes right, so I kind of have to go over here to demonstrate this. I'm just going to try to go through this little platform here. No, I'm not, because I'm going to die. Alright, whatever, you get the point. I would have gone through the wall.
Yeah, don't destroy your D-pad for a showcase.
It's okay. This controller doesn't get much use anymore. I've got one more. It takes a little bit of time to set up, so I think I'll skip it. But it would have been nice, I promise. I think that's all I've got. Every other glitch or bug in the game you see.
We do have some time if you want to.
All right, I'll try.
Show that one, and then we can wrap up.
So I've left the music on the practice ROM here for good reason. I normally don't like to have it because I've heard all of these songs 3,000 times. But in this level specifically, there are these green berries. And if you eat them, they add to the timer up at the top. That 180, 179 right next to the item box is the real game timer. I know the screen looks weird up there. But when that number gets below 100, the music speeds up. So if you see where I'm going with this, you can let the time go below 100, grab the berry so that the time goes over 100, let the time go under 100 again, and the music will speed up more. It's cumulative. So you can get the music going pretty fast in this level. Just gotta wait. Meanwhile, this dude is just stomping the ground. Here we go. Oh no, the practice ROM! I gotta disable something on the practice ROM. I forgot. Yeah, this one. Yeah. All right. Thanks. Sorry. Now we gotta wait again. It's okay. It's not 100 real seconds. It is 100 Super Mario World seconds.
Yeah.
Each Super Mario World second is, I think, 42 frames, about 2/3 of a second. There goes that guy. He's gone. He's back. I forgot about that feature on the practice ROM. This practice ROM is really nice, by the way. If you are interested in speedrunning SMW, definitely recommend getting this because it will make your life a lot easier. Back in my day, we just had to use the Knacky Tech for save states, and it was very scuffed. But the people have it nice now. This practice ROM is very robust. I do a lot with it. Made by my friend IsoFreeze. Okay, music. Please speed up this time. All right. So you hear the music is sped up. Get the berry. Time goes over 100. And I'll try to find all the other berries. I ate that one too soon, but it's fine. Oh, jeez. Get him. I do not want this star right now. That would ruin everything. It's getting a little scary. I glitched that berry on accident. It's okay, I think there's another one. Yeah. The bongos sound particularly insane. Oh, Yoshi!
Oh no!
All right,
no!
well, that's okay. I think that was the last green berry.
Yeah, I think that
There might be one more.
is great.
Oh, there is one more, but it's okay. I don't think I can stand the music getting any faster.
All right, I think this is a great place to, the great way to end the whole 2D Mario showcase tonight.
I agree.
Thank you so much for showcasing this run and also these wild glitches. If you could let the people know where to find you and what they can expect if they come to your channel.
Sure. You can find me on Twitch mainly, which is Brams, spelled the same way as it's spelled here. You will not find Super Mario World, let's be honest. These days I'm mainly playing Super Mario Sunshine. I've graduated into the third dimension.
Third dimension.
Yeah. But yeah, that's where you can find me.
Yeah, please go give Brams a follow. As well as I have posted the links to our other runners we had on tonight, Supersonic and Adam Ferrari. All great runners at Mario. Please go check them out, give them a follow. They deserve it. Brams, thank you so much for showcasing a game that you definitely do not play much of anymore. I really appreciate that for the showcase. You did a fantastic job.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. Chat, we will be taking a break here. It's the end of No Category Left Behind, but it is not the end of GDQ Hotfix tonight. Stay tuned. After this, we've got the Community Spotlight with a special Mega May episode. Stay tuned.